Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. We are back with the Monday Night Lives and I'm super happy to see all the familiar faces in the chat. Day after, Milan 0, Juventus 1. We start immediately with really great news, because that's the news that I wanted to start with. I was just waiting for the end of the game. Just finished. Empoli won over Fiorentina 2-0. I watched the game partially, with one eye on the phone, one eye on the television. They actually scored 3 goals. The second one was cancelled. The first one of Ciccio Caputo. It's really crazy because until today, Empoli scored only 1 goal. And today they scored 2 goals. So it's one more than what they did in 8 games against Fiorentina. Fiorentina, to be really honest, because I watched the game partially, as I told you, it's not that they played really bad, because they were really stronger. They tried, they were always offensively, but then they missed the incredible things. And Empoli was able to be really, really pragmatic. I tell you, they scored 3 times. One was cancelled, the obvious cancelling anyway. But I'm super happy, otherwise it would have meant in a way that Fiorentina was also third with Juve at 20 points. It was quite annoying, to be honest, because being third at -2 from Inter, -1 from Milan, alone there is one thing, because you're really close to the top. Being third equal to Fiorentina, in a way, it's making a bit the thing that we are doing a bit more little, and I was not happy about that. I was absolutely not happy. Now it's the second loss of the season of Fiorentina. They are doing a fantastic, beautiful Serie A. Let's say the things as they are. Italiano is a really great coach. They lost today. I'm happy. But it's good. It's good like that. Not that they will win Serie A, but it's a really serious contender. And how more we have our competitors that can lose games, that can lose points, is better. Especially because if we are looking at Napoli that won, Roma won, Lazio won, Inter won, Napoli won. So it's a lot of teams that won and that were together with us in the head of the Serie A. Good thing that they lost. This weekend will be an epic one with a lot of big games. Inter, Roma, Milan, Lazio, and Atalanta is playing, I believe, Empoli. You never know what can happen. And then Fiorentina is playing against Lazio. So we have an opportunity to do really, really, really well, also depending on the result of the other ones. Let me say hello to the people. I will already tell you that today, a bit later, I will ask some of the members of the channel if they want to jump up. Probably will do it with 2, not simultaneously, but 10 minutes the first one, and then 10 minutes later a second one. So if you want to, if you are behind your computer, if you have a camera that is working, or if you want to try with your mobile phone, for me it's all fine. A bit later, in like 5 minutes after the hello, after the general topics, I want to let some of you know, and then you tell me, you write me a message on my DM on Instagram. It can be an easy one, and then I sent you the link so that you can enter if you want to, of course, so that we'll start, like once a week, letting people in on the channel, the members of the channel, so that we hear also their day after on the channel. Can be a good one, of course, if you want to. So let me say hello to the people. Ciao Limo, ciao Anthony Schifano, ciao Hosar, ciao Azzurri Juve. I agree with Di Santo in the chat that is saying, please stop with the political stuff, please. Luckily, we don't have a lot of people that are doing it, but you know it on the channel. We don't speak too much about religion. We don't speak too much about politics. Also because I'm a person that is trying to respect all the people here on the channel. That's super important. If you want my opinion is really easy. I'm not informed enough. My big goal in life is that people on earth are living a good life, that people on earth are doing well. I'm pro human people that are good people. I'm pro the good people. Who they are, I don't care, because we have good people everywhere. We have bad people everywhere. But I'm praying every day for the good people. So that being said, if we can stop speaking about politics in the chat, because I see, like the one or two people that are entering and trying to go with the debate. I don't like that. Also because I'm not informed, and this is absolutely not the goal of the channel. When something terrible happens, that I'm always the first one to wish condolences, or that are sad about things, about life, because life is much more important than football. But again, I really like the message of Di Santo. Pro life, pro good people on earth, pro everyone. Anyway, pro Juve. Let's keep it there. Ciao Sakotako. Ciao Beppe, good to see you after a great game. Really nice idea. Oh, to have people on the chat. Yes, depending on you, of course. We'll try to do it. That's why I'm doing it with the members of the channel, because I know that they really care about the channel, that they really care about Juventus. And at least we don't have people that are just here to troll, because otherwise it will not be funny for the people that are watching. Anyway, so before having people in it, let me know a bit your feelings about the game of yesterday. Is there a particular topic that you want to start the live with? Do you want to speak about, I don't know, because I have put, of course, Dean Huijsen in the chat. You saw the beautiful messages or the beautiful pictures that Juventus has put on. With this one, when he was a kid, writing Juventus on his forehead. With Photoshop, I was able to do something that is absolutely not beautiful. But anyway, I'm not a master of Photoshop. But I've kept the Juventus on the picture when he entered. Why? Because I believe that from the moment that you have Juventus on your skin, well, then you have Juventus until the end. But Huijsen was yesterday fantastic. We can speak about him in a second if you want to. Also asking the members that will enter in the chat what they are feeling about Dean. But let me know what we start with, so that we can really start and kick off the live of this evening. The history of Huijsen, is that what you want to know? Well, the history of it's not that I lived with him and that I'm his best friend. I also didn't have the opportunity yet to do an interview with him on the live of Juventus. Who knows, in a few weeks I will have that chance, that opportunity. That would be beautiful. What do we know from Dean Huijsen? He's Dutch, he's from Holland, from Amsterdam. His father, Donny Huijsen, ex-football player, and he had the opportunity to be a really great talent. He played in Ajax Amsterdam with Kluivert, for example. And with, I don't remember who from Ajax as well. But not only Kluivert and another one. And they went to Milan. They became world stars. Where Donny Huijsen, the father of Dean, he actually went to AZ Alkmaar. At a certain moment at AZ Alkmaar, but I believe I already wrote that in Telegram group a few weeks ago. Because his name is Donny, and he was a striker, so he was not a defender. They called him Maradoni. it's not bad. When your name is Maradoni, it's not bad. And when you are watching, especially with the next gen, the goals of Dean Huijsen, and also when he was at the under 19, he had that faculty, that possibility, that opportunity, the skills to also score with his left, with his right, also with a header. So it's a player that probably the DNA of Papa Donny was a bit shared with him. So it's a defender, yes, but he has some skills of a striker. Played at Malaga. Could have taken also the nationality, the citizenship of Spain. At the moment, he didn't debuted yet with the Netherlands. He could possibly go to the Spanish national team. I believe because he's doing all the youth sector of the national teams with the Netherlands. I think that he will go with the Oranje at the end. Will it happen or not? I don't know. But it's a guy that we are taking. We are beating the competition of Barcelona, of Real Madrid, of a lot of Spanish teams that were on the kit. They were really pushing to have him. And at the end, he has chosen for Juventus. Maybe, that's me that is inventing, maybe because of an influence of Matthijs de Ligt that was at Juventus in that period. That was the kid from Amsterdam that made that step to go to the best defense in the world, because this is what he was saying. At Juventus in Serie A, you learn to be the perfect, complete defender. And probably, knowing also with his father that in Serie A, you learn to be a really great defender and so on, he accepted to go there. He started with the young kids a few months after, because he didn't start in the summer. A few months after, he started playing with the under 19. A few months, and Montero said it's really too great for us, too big for us, so he needs to be promoted. Where he started immediately to play with the next gen, and immediately with the next gen, he was a starter, not a bench player, but really a starter. In Coppa Italia, he brought us to the final with a fantastic goal, with actually a brace for him. So it's a player that is complete, is fantastic, and that's a bit the story of Dean Huijsen, from the father, ex-footballer. It's a player that doesn't need money. That's important to know. They already have a nice life, okay? What do I mean with that? It's a player that the family is not pushing him to become a player so that he's succeeding with the money so that he can share with the family. They already have a good family. They come from a really great environment. So he's quite free, the kid. He has not the pressure, or you succeed or your family will have problems. That's not the point. So he's quite free, but it's a kid that is not going out. He's super serious. It's a kid that is going for training. He plays games, and then he goes home. He's living with his parents there. And that's something that is also really important to keep in mind, because it's a really serious guy. Tranquillo, relaxed kid with a face that is ice cold. You saw him yesterday how he entered, but the kid is always like that. Huh? He enters in Milan Juve with a sleepy face, like when I have to wake up a bit in the morning, like a Monday morning. This is how the kid is entering in Milan Juve in front of 75,000 people that are watching. Was he nervous? Probably inside, yes, but it's someone that is super introvert and is not showing these kinds of emotion. That's a bit the history of our friend. Takeshi apparently said something great. I have no idea what it is. I saw some comparison, Takeshi saying like Barzagli. Azzurri Juve said defenders that can play physically but still in an elegant way, and two step ahead to challenge without risking red cards is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, a bit like a Barzagli, smart player. There was yesterday Max Allegri that compared him a bit to Ciro Ferrara. A few months ago, I went with another comparison and I said Beckenbauer. Exaggerating, of course, but why Beckenbauer? Because Beckenbauer, when he was playing, of course, at the end of the career, but I remember the images of him, injured, playing that World Cup. He played with a maturity like a veteran on the field. He was already a trainer. He was already the one that invented coach on the field. And this is a bit how Dean Huijsen is playing. He's playing like a guy that is playing his 250th game in Serie A, while the kid is actually playing only his first game, his first minute, and that's why I called him Beckenbauer at the time. I don't know what is happening.